The first Descendant is a smash hit, and this may be a game-changing moment in the video gaming industry, especially for a Korean developer Nexon, to make a game that is so appealing that players are willing to spend the cash to actually purchase the microtransactions in this game. And if you don't know anything about this game, the first Descendant, it may be a fun looter shooter type of game, but it is an expensive looter shooter type of game, and people are paying up for the skins and overall designs of these characters, because the designs of these characters are pretty rare in gaming nowadays. And I think this is what makes this game appealing and a nightmare for people that are paying up for these custom skins and designs. And I think this is the situation most developers want to be in, where people are paying excessive amounts of money for their game designs, character designs, and everything else. For me, I try to avoid these looter shooter games, but with this Korean developer actually sticking to its guns, designing these overall attractive, appealing character designs, especially in a genre where a lot of looter shooters lean towards the political progressive side of beauty, where they try to reduce any attractive characteristics on female designs. You see in the new games like Valorant, Concord, you see in the old games, Overwatch, Apex Legends, they all try to uglify and de-beautify the characters. And I think for a game like the first Descendant to do the opposite, actually do the normal marketing thing you're supposed to do, create something attractive and appealing to the customer base, that is revolutionary in this time where everything is about anti-marketing, accusing your fans of being racist, bigots, misogynists, and telling them they're terrible people if they don't like ugly things. That is the current marketing strategy, the current design strategy within the halls of the video gaming industry. And this is different with South Korea. South Korea is sticking to the old classic style of making things beautiful for the gamers, and it's paying dividends, where people are paying an obsessive amount of money just for a basic skin that would usually cost $20-30 on other games. This skin itself costs over $110 to get this basic combination skin, and people are shoveling out the dollars for it. I think this shows the overall success of the game, especially with the first Descendant shooting up the streaming charts for Steam, actually coming in #1 with over 170,000 players, peaking at 224,000 players playing this game. It's a free-to-play game, of course, but people are spending their money on these skins. I think that's the thing that the first Descendant is going to show. You make something attractive, sexy, appealing to the basic human instinct of seeing pretty things, you're going to make a lot of money. I think a lot of developers have been steering clear of this for reasons of trying to attract a political activist messaging in their game, trying to pander to these activists that don't play games, try to pander to investment bankers that are trying to force these political moral issues into the business space. And I think that pandering has led to a lot of underdevelopment of video games that are pushing away the fan base, trying to push away the people that actually enjoy gaming. And I think this is the result, where you have a Korean developer that doesn't have the restrictions of a Western developer that can come in and make beautiful designs that people are willing to pay bank for. And I think that's the thing with the first Descendant, where these skins were normal in the past, but now they're abnormal to see something that is attractive and appealing to the male gaze, and not only to the male gaze, female gaze, because a lot of women like beautiful women as well. So it's kind of idiotic to make everything ugly when everybody likes pretty things, especially in gaming. And I think the result is, if you have an idea for a game, you're at an advantage right now to make something pretty. And I think that is the key thing with the first Descendant, and what it's going to prove, and how it will probably have lasting power within the industry, because it's one of the only developers doing the common sense thing of making their characters interesting, engaging, and beautiful. And I think that's the thing I like about the first Descendant. I played 2 hours of the first Descendant. I'm not a fan of looter shooters, so I kind of enjoyed my gameplay since I didn't have a lot of experience with it. I was enjoying just to shoot him up, playing with other random players. I think it's like Destiny. So for me, it was a perfect experience to actually play this game, get introduced to it, and seeing the new characters, especially the pretty designs that we're just not used to seeing in the video gaming industry right now, because everything has to be ugly, dull, and uninteresting in order to get made nowadays. At least in the Western games development sphere, that is the order of things. So I think I was happy to actually play the game and just engage in it. But like I said before, it's microtransaction hell, I would say, for anyone that is going out there to play this game. And I think it was fun, but the microtransactions will weigh heavy in your wallet. I paid a lot of money. I'm just playing it to support this game. I paid like over $100 for a bunch of things. I just want to support the game, the developer itself. I'm not buying anymore. I'm not going to be spending any more money. I'm just going to stream a few playthroughs, and hopefully you guys enjoy that. But this is that type of game. You better have money because it's going to be expensive to play. It's more expensive than Warframe. A lot of these games are focused on getting the players to spend their money. And I think this game is going to get a lot of people to spend their money. And I think we even see that today with the servers crashing. So it peaked at 224,000 people playing, and now the servers crash as it crept over that number. And I think people want to play this game. People want to engage with this game. And I think this is reaching the standard of these other looter shooter type of games. I don't think it's worse than those games. I think it may not be any better, but I think it's on that level. But its key advantage, you can have pretty characters, even pretty male characters. There's a lot of handsome guys in there too, boy band type of characters that you can purchase at a price. So it is doing the things that gaming companies used to do, making pretty characters, trying to attract a fan base, not calling the fan base evil for not enjoying their ugly characters. I think that is a thing people have been missing in the gaming industry, and the first Descendant is delivering on it. And I think it can sustain the success because people are not doing the same things this game is doing anymore. And I think that is going to lead to a lot of players clamoring to this game. You see the designs, you see the overall character models, you see everything that they're putting into this game, even the maid outfits it has, where you have to purchase them at a pretty reasonable price, but still pretty expensive as well, over $10 to purchase. This is the type of game that is going to make a lot of money, and I think it's not going to have any competition because Western developers are scared of making this game. They're scared of making these pretty designs, and I think that's the thing that a lot of Korean developers have at their advantage right now, because American developers are scared to make this game. This game is going to make a lot of money. We see this with a lot of other East Asian games that are coming out that are focused on these kind of beauty standards that are infused into the game. They're making billions of dollars. The creator of Stellar Blade, Shift Up, it has a whole game that is supporting the entirety of the company and the production of Stellar Blade, Nikkei, which is focused on these sort of character designs and overall microtransactions. And to have a big looter shooter game that is doing the same things these mobile games are doing, and just at a bigger, grander fashion with actually consistent gameplay that is on par with these other looter shooters that have ugly designs, I think it's gonna sweep the competition and do something a lot of game developers will be mad about, where it attracts the game players because of its overall pretty designs. But that's just my point and perspective on this. We have even the letter grade rating for the character designs. People are loving this game. People are spending money on this game. Even I spent money on this game, and I think there's probably room for people to spend thousands of dollars on this game. We see this happen all the time with lesser games with uglier designs. So imagine what people can do with something that is focused on making pretty designs for these characters. I think people are going to spend well over $10,000 making all the characters they want in different formats and different ways. So this is a money maker for Nexon, the developer. I see them actually blowing up and becoming a great success out of this, and I think the future of the first Descendant is very bright. But maybe you disagree with me. Maybe you like the ugly character designs that we see all over the video gaming industry. Leave your comments. Tell me what you think about the situation. What do you think about the first Descendant? It has so much people playing the game that it crashed the server. I think it has a bright future, but you leave your thoughts. Tell me what you think. Like, share, comment, subscribe. This is Wagner Knows Why. Catch you next time.